What's up, guys? It's me, George Sanchez from GamesTechChat, bringing you guys a video review for the Nintendo 3DS game Castlevania Lords of Shadow Mirror of Faith from Konami and Mercury Steam. Now, I'm a big fan of Castlevania games ever since, the original ones that came out on the Nintendo, the original Nintendo. I kind of fell off when it went to 3D. With a 64 version. I really didn't like that game. And then the one that brought me back into playing Castlevania and actually respecting the 3D aspect was Castlevania Lords of Shadow. That game was amazing in my opinion. Um, so I was kind of expecting this to be, well, it's a handheld version. I played the demo when Nintendo was here in Chicago showing off, their Wii U and some of the 3DS games. I played the demo. It's the same demo that's currently out on the eShop, and it felt sluggish, but graphically it looked, beautiful. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna see how the game looks when it comes out. I was kind of hyped because, like I said, I love Castlevania games, and the other previously handheld versions were awesome. So I kind of went into expecting, okay, it's gonna be pretty good. Let me check it out. Let me start off saying graphically, beautiful game. It's very wonderfully made. The 3D, it's not gimmicky at all. There are certain parts of the game where you see creatures in the background. You're like, oh, that looks cool. There's one part of the game where the 3D actually takes effect, and you're like, oh man, that's wicked. At least that's what I said. I had to pause the game actually to say that, kind of like get that out of my system. Like, wow, that was very cool. Uh, the 3D adds depth to the castle. It makes the castle, feel alive. It's spooky. What do you expect Dracula's castle to be? That's how that's felt. Then they went into the cutscenes, which was, I wasn't expecting the cutscene to be like this. They went with a cel-shaded look, and I have to say, Konami or Mercury Steam, whoever decided to do that, good decision, because it drew me into more of the story that I thought, the more realistic would have taken me out a little. This drew me in. The cel-shaded look, the colors pop, they're vibrant. It had that weird, like spooky, like Tim Burton-esque look to it. Wonderful. That was a good decision. Whoever decided to do that, keep the realistic kind of look for the gameplay, and then move to cel-shaded for the CG. What I have to give these guys, Konami and Mercury Steam, props for is the sound in the game. Amazing. The metal of metal clashing each other sounded realistic. The wings of the bats when they flap, very eerie. I mean, if you ever seen, like Discovery channels or Nature Channel shows, and you know how you can hear the wings flap. It sounded just like that. It was very eerie because it's like something you would expect, like I said, on a TV show or a console-based game. You wouldn't expect the sounds to be coming out like that in a handheld. Music-wise, the music is wonderful. It's beautiful, beautifully creepy, as I like to say, especially for Castlevania games. Lords of Shadow had the exact same thing when it was on consoles. I love the soundtrack of Castlevania. In fact, I own the CD for it, and they would make a Lords of Shadow soundtrack, Mirror of Faith. I mean, I would go out and buy it in a heartbeat. That's how beautiful the music is, and if you guys go out and buy this, which I recommend you do go out and buy it, play it with headphones on. It draws you more into the game because you can hear the footsteps of these big epic bosses, and you're like, oh, I know I'm in a battle for this. Or you hear the music, and it just it brings you into the story even more. The speakers on the system themselves are not that great, but if you use real good headphones, like I said, it's something beautiful that you should experience. Gameplay wise, if you play the console version of Lords of Shadow, or at least for me, it felt that they were doing too much with one button, and the handheld version of Mirror of Faith felt they spread the button action more around this time, and I actually really like that. I didn't like where okay, I have to use X or Y so many times. Like it felt very spaced out. There are some issues with the gameplay that I felt puzzle wise. There's a puzzle gameplay. They felt very easy. I wanted it to be, a little bit harder. Especially, it is Dracula's Castle. Puzzle shouldn't be easy, and it felt real easy. I was playing it on normal. Maybe if I go back and once you beat it once, you unlock hardcore. Maybe if I go back and play it in hardcore, they're probably difficult, but they felt easy. Another thing, I did find a bug in the game, which so far I'm hearing is just me that I found it, where I hit an enemy and it wouldn't detect the hit until I hit him again, and then it counted as a double hit for some reason. But that only happened one time, and after that I didn't experience that again. So those are my only issues with the game, gameplay wise. Anyways, I mean, I guess that's the only issue I found with the game, really. Other than that, I really love this game. Story, amazing. The voice acting, very, very solid. This is stuff that you'll get in console games, and sometimes you won't even get that as well. So, Konami and Mercury Steam did an amazing job with Castlevania, Lords of Shadow, Mirror of Faith for the 3DS. I have to give this game a 4 out of 5 because graphically it's beautiful. Sound and music wise, it's eerily amazing. It's it's a joy to have a game like this in a handheld collection. There's only a certain amount I can probably count with my hands games that I would probably play over and over again, and this is one of them for sure. Um, I can't explain how much you guys should actually, if you own a 3DS, this has to be in your collection. You have to give it a chance to play it. Even more if you're a Castlevania fan, do yourself a favor and pick yourself up a copy because it's amazing. It actually made me want to play more Lords of Shadow, the first one. It wanted me to go back and replay. I felt like I wanted to go back and replay it after this, and I'm more hyped now for Lords of Shadow 2 because of this game. Um, it's just so good that everybody should play it. Like I said, I give it a 4 out of 5. Do yourself a favor, pick it up, enjoy it with headphones though. If you don't have headphones, you can probably go buy a $10 pair, but do yourself a favor because the music and the sound is just wonderful. Um, that's it, guys. I'll see you guys on the next video. Like always, keep gaming. I'll see you guys soon. Make sure to subscribe, like this channel, and follow me on Twitter and on like our Facebook page. All that stuff will be down below. I'm George Sanchez, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.